What's up YouTube? Today we're talking about water testing and why you should be testing your water for hardness and for other harmful chemicals like lead, chlorine, and a whole bunch of other things you don't want in your water. Let's get started. First thing we're going to talk about is water hardness. So you can do an at-home test for free right now by just grabbing a bottle with a lid and filling it about a third of the way up with water. Then you're going to grab some soap and put just a couple drops in it. Then grab your lid. Then shake it up for a second. If your water is cloudy and you don't have a ton of suds, then you have hard water. If you had soft water, this would be clear. Your water would be clear here, and you'd have suds going all the way up to the top. So that's just a quick test you can do to see if you have hard water right now. Also, if your soap doesn't lather, you have scummy buildup that's really hard to clean in your shower, or if you have white deposits on your faucet or your shower head, those are also signs that you could have hard water. So there are a wide variety of tests you can purchase that are a little more reliable and exact than just putting some soap in a bottle of water. So these range on Amazon or a hardware store from $10, $20, $30. A really reliable brand is Hawk. And then you can get more expensive tests all the way up to sending your water out to a lab, which is going to be the most expensive but also the most reliable. If you don't mind, give this video a like and stick around for the end where I test my water before and after my filtration system. Alright, so you have hard water. What can you do about it? The most straightforward answer is to just get a water softener. But then that comes with maintenance, right? You got to do flushes, you got to add salt every once in a while. Some people just don't want to deal with that. So you could put in a water softener. I personally don't like the feeling of soft water. I know. So I decided to put in an anti-scale filter, and that prevents the mineral buildup but doesn't soften my water. So I can protect my tankless hot water heater but also not have soft water. If you want more information on this, I have a whole video on making a whole house filter with an anti-scale filter. Alright, now we're getting to the second half of the video. We're talking about all the toxins and harmful chemicals that are in your water. So you can get a whole bunch of different tests that have a variety. You know, this one has 16 test factors. You can get ones that have 20, 30, it depends how much you want to pay. But basically, it's color-coded, so it'll tell you on the test strip. You just compare it to this little chart of how high of levels you have in your water. So this is important, right? So you can do this test. If you have a water filtration system already, you can do this test on the water before and the water after. So this can help you decide when you need to change your filters. If you don't have a filtration system yet, this is helpful because, if you have high levels of something, this can be the thing that pushes you to take action. Alright, so now I'm going to test my water. I have some water from before my filtration system and then my filtered water that's coming out of my tap. And I'm just using this test from Amazon, SJ Wave. This is a 16-factor test. But like I said, they go all the way up to 20, 30 tests on a test strip. So this one comes with 100 test strips. And I like this one because it has pre-packaged, you can see all the packages in here. So you don't have to waste some of them getting damaged. So they break them down into smaller containers. So we'll just pull one out here. So the directions are immerse strip for 2 seconds and then remove immediately. So I'll show you the test strip here. And then you want to hold it by the end. There's a little more in the end here to hold it by. So I'm going to do my first test on my unfiltered water here. And the directions are, you immerse the strip for 2 seconds, remove immediately, and then you're not shaking the water off. You're holding it level and allowing the colors to develop. And then there are 2 tests, the nitrate and the nitrite, that you need to wait 60 seconds. All the other ones you can read after 15 seconds. but the nitrate and the nitrite, you need to wait 60 seconds. Let's give it a go here. This is my non-filtered water. 1, 2. Then you're holding it level. You can see the colors start to change. "15 seconds. Another couple seconds here. Alright, so now we can start comparing. Hardness, I have about 300, something like that. I expected that. Free chlorine, it's about a 3. Not much iron. No copper. A little bit of quat, Q-U-A-T. Chlorine is about a 3. Chlorine dioxide, it's about a 10. MPS, ooh, that's high. Look pretty good on the nitrates and the nitrite. Alright, so that is unfiltered. Now I'll do one for filtered. Let's see if change anything. 1, 2. Already I see a difference. There's no free chlorine, so that's nice. And then there's no MPS. Yeah, those are the two biggest differences. So my filters are taking out all the chlorine. And then this is another test. This is one by the brand I was talking about, Hawk. And then this is a smaller test. There's only total chlorine, free chlorine, hardness, alkalinity, and pH. But I would trust the hardness level from this test a little more than the other one. So what are the directions for this guy? Dip entire strip for 1 second. And then hold the level for 30 seconds. And then you compare the hardness, the alkalinity, and the pH. And then you dip the strip again into the water, move back and forth for 30 seconds. And then you can check the chlorine pads. Alright, so 1 second. 1. 30 seconds. We'll see if the hardness and the chlorine are the same. Alright, it's been around 3 seconds. Yeah, I say that's going about the same for hardness. Alkalinity, where's alkalinity here? Third from the bottom. Blue. Yeah, that tracks. pH. Yeah. Alright, then for the chlorine, swish this around for 30 seconds. Chlorine? No chlorine. Alright, so this one's testing about the same as the other brand. The 16-in-1 test also came with a test tube, so if you wanted to, you could use this instead of filling up glasses of water. Alright, that's water testing. So it's pretty easy. Just grab some test strips, grab a glass of water, and you can find out what chemicals or other toxins or how hard your water is, basically. And for me, having this benchmark and then being able to go back every month and test my water, I can find out when I have to change my filters. So leave a comment. How do you test your water? Do you use these test strips? Do you send yours out to a lab? Do you not test it at all? This can also be important if you have a well system. So if you're not on city water, you know, your water contaminants could be a little more volatile. So I hope this was helpful. Give me a comment, give me a like. See you next time.